The story of Louis Zamperini is an extraordinary tale of survival, resilience, and redemption, as chronicled in Hillenbrand's Unbroken. From an Olympic athlete to a World War II bombardier, Zamperini faced unimaginable hardships, including being lost at sea and enduring brutal conditions as a prisoner of war. Early life and athletic career. Born in 1917 to Italian immigrants, Louis Zamperini had a troubled youth in Torrance, California. His life changed when his brother encouraged him to take up running, leading to a meteoric rise in track. Zamperini set a national high school record in the mile and competed in the 1936 Berlin Olympics in the 5,000 meters. His final lap was so fast that Adolf Hitler reportedly asked to meet him. With hopes of competing in the 1940 Olympics dashed by the outbreak of World War II, Zamperini enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Forces, becoming a bombardier. Survival at sea. In 1943, during a search and rescue mission, Zamperini's B-24 plane crashed into the Pacific Ocean. Only Louis, pilot Russell Phillips, and tail gunner Francis McNamara survived, stranded on life rafts. For 47 days, they drifted over 2,000 miles, battling hunger, thirst, shark attacks, and strafing from Japanese aircraft. They survived on rainwater, small fish, and birds. On the 33rd day, McNamara died from starvation. Finally, the Japanese captured Zamperini and Phillips near the Marshall Islands, but their suffering was far from over. Captivity and torture. Zamperini was held in multiple Japanese prisoner-of-war camps, enduring severe beatings, starvation, and psychological torture. One of his primary tormentors, Mutsuhiro the Bird Watanabe, fixated on Louis, subjecting him to brutal punishment because of his Olympic fame. Despite being physically and mentally broken, Zamperini refused to let the Japanese break his spirit. The war ended in 1945, and Zamperini, although emaciated, returned home as a hero. However, his internal battle with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and alcoholism had just begun. Redemption and forgiveness. Haunted by nightmares of Watanabe, Zamperini's life spiraled. In 1949, his wife Cynthia persuaded him to attend a Billy Graham sermon, where he experienced a spiritual awakening. He quit drinking and dedicated his life to forgiveness. In a remarkable act of grace, Zamperini traveled to Japan in 1950 to meet with some of his former guards and personally forgave them. He even sought to forgive Watanabe, who refused the meeting. Louis later said, "The hardest thing in life is to forgive, but hate is self-destructive. Forgiveness is healing." Zamperini went on to become a motivational speaker, sharing his story of endurance and forgiveness with the world. In 2010, Laura Hillenbrand's biography Unbroken brought his story to a global audience, and it was later adapted into a film. Legacy. Louis Zamperini's life is a testament to the power of resilience, survival, and the ability to forgive even the most brutal enemies. His remarkable endurance, both at sea and in captivity, is only part of his legacy. His capacity for forgiveness after years of torment exemplifies the strength of the human spirit. Through his survival and redemption, Zamperini offers a powerful message of hope, showing that even the most profound suffering can be transformed into peace and healing. In his later years, Zamperini dedicated himself to helping troubled youth, inspired by his own troubled childhood and the second chance he was given. His story remains a beacon of hope, reminding us that no matter how dark the circumstances, the human spirit has the power to endure and forgive.